Okay, today I'm going to showcase a little circuit board I made, and let's see, it's really small, and I call it my FX adapter because this is for only the FX type boards like Yoshi's Island and Stunt Race and so on. Okay, so let's get it started. This is a normal Yoshi's Island board. You can see my adapter that's mounted here. Okay, so I'm going to put this in, and I've taken off the Yoshi Island and put on the 2+ and 2+2 hacks. And this FX adapter is set up so that you can push reset quickly and it'll just do a reset. Okay, so like this is 2+. So if I do just a quick reset, it'll still be 2+. So this is for all the FX games. But if I hold the reset for 2 seconds and then release, then that's when it switches games. So this is the 2+2. So you have to hold the reset for 2 seconds to initiate the game cycle. Okay, so that's a Yoshi's Island cartridge. Okay. And these do fit in the NTSC cases as well as the Famicom cases. Alright, now this is the Yoshi's Island also, but I've added one bigger SRAM so that when I cycle games, they'll all have independent saves. And so the first one I showed you also has a bigger SRAM installed, so that when you switch games, you'll actually have independent save states for the different RAMs. Okay, so this is the Yoshi's Island cartridge again, with a bigger RAM. But this one I've married to, I'm not sure if you can see this or not. I've married 2 adapters, one on top, one on the bottom. And so with this one, you can have 4 of the Yoshi's Island games. And so on this particular one, I have 2+, 1, 2. And then the next game is the 2+2, like the earlier one. So I'm going to hold it again for 2 seconds. And now it's going to go to the third game, which is Kamek's Revenge. 1, 2. Now the fourth game is the new Super Mario 2 Yoshi's Island. So if I go back and hold reset again for 2 seconds, then it'll cycle back to the beginning, the first one. Okay, so that's again on a Yoshi's Island board, regular. This one is it has 4 independent saves. Okay, so next is the Stunt Race board. Okay, now Stunt Race has 1 megabyte limitations on the game, so you cannot get games like Yoshi's Island on the Stunt Race board. Okay, so on this one we have Star Fox 2, 1, 2. This is regular, original Star Fox. 1, 2. And this is Star Fox Competition. Now let's see, 1, 2. Can't remember if I put the Japanese one on here or not. Okay, I didn't. This adapter is capable of running 4 of the Star Fox games, and it actually has a mode where you can select a 3-cycle or a 4-cycle. And so this one's set to 3-cycle. But on the 4-cycle one, you could put a 4th Star Fox, like a Japanese version or something. So anyway, so that's this, and then this is the SRAM is changed on this one as well, and this from the adapter is a control line for the SRAM. So Star Fox 2 is the only game of the series that retains a memory for high scores, and so that would erase if I didn't install a bigger SRAM in the control line to keep that score save alive. Okay, this is X-Man, or excuse me, Megaman or Rockman. This is X3 circuit board. Okay, so here's the adapter mounted. So we're going to put it in. Megaman X2, so we're going to cycle it 1, 2. And now this should be X-Man X2. Or excuse me, X3. So okay, so that's the X3 circuit board, the smaller one. And here is the Megaman X2 motherboard, or cartridge. Okay, so now this one shows that you can mount the adapter either in the mask ground position here, and then the next one I'll show you shows you can mount it over here. So anyway, so here's that one. So again, the game's the same. This is X2, or X3, excuse me, and then I'll cycle to X2. Also, this has another feature which I'll show you on this as well. This particular switching mechanism, the little microcontroller, also has a memory where, let's say you're playing X2 and you turn off the game, and then when you turn it back on, it will continue. It'll power on with whatever game you were playing last. So I'll highlight that here in a minute. Okay, so that's the X2 board with the adapter mounted here. I will say that this is a little bit more difficult mounting than over here on the edge. So again, here's the same X2 board with the adapter mounted on the left edge. Okay, so, and I'm not going to power that one up just because it's no different than the others. Okay, here is the adapter mounted on a Doom cartridge. Okay, now Doom does not have a battery save state RAM, so so I made this kind of a adapter. Let's see if I can get a close up here. I'm not sure if it'll focus on this. Okay, so it's pretty good, I think. So anyways, mounted, just cutting a few traces and soldering this thing on will turn a Doom into like a Yoshi's Island, where it will retain your saves. So let me go ahead and put this in. So this is Yoshi's Island 2 Plus, the hack. So if I switch it to the second one, and it's 2 plus 2. Now the flash ROM is the typical 29F032 32 megabit flash ROM, and so it can only hold 2 Yoshi's Island games. So okay, so now I'm going to show you the save feature. So I'm going back to the board that has 4 of the Yoshi's Island ROMs on it. And so here's 2 plus. I'm going to cycle to KMix 1, 2. So here's KMix Revenge. So so if I power the game off, and then when I power back on, it returns to the last game you were playing. So I have a previous auto switching design that used just a regular 393 counter on an earlier design, where when you powered off, it would start back at game 1 and it wouldn't remember what the last one it was that you were playing. So this one has that memory also. Now the thing that makes the magic of switching the games, and let's see if I can get this to focus, is this little microcontroller right there. Now, the microcontroller is not my programming. I have to thank Jose 2K in Spain for creating this the program that goes in this little microcontroller to do what it does. So that is not my invention, and thank you again, Jose. We've done some shared projects together, and he's really a super good guy. So anyway, so that highlights this little guy here, and maybe a little blurry. Phone's not good at focusing, but this header row here is for programming adapter that I use, which is makes it easier to program. So this would just simply marry to this like this. I just push down with a little tension to program it, because it only takes a couple minutes to program it. So if I put a little tension on it, all the pins will connect, and then the headers here will go in my programmer. So this is just just makes, with these header rows here, it just makes it a lot easier to verify programming, and you don't have to take the chip off, off the circuit board to reprogram it. You can leave it on. So that is the latest design of my FX adapter. One cartridge I did not show you was the Winter's Gold cartridge, which is essentially exactly the same as Yoshi's Island, but it just has bigger SRAM. It is a European cartridge too, so I have to change out the little security chip to the NTSC, so it'll run on American games. But essentially, it's the exact same board, just bigger SRAM and the CIC chip. There you go. Hope you enjoyed it.